Anthony on Air Podcast back for another episode. Thank you for joining us on this show. Prince Andrew has a hearing scheduled. Plus, we have an update on the Brian Laundrie weapon thing and his digital footprints. We'll talk about that. Dave Portnoy in the news with this Business Insider article. We'll discuss this. Tyler Perry and Sister Act 3. 22 celebs who don't have a single hater. Remember, the 5th of November. V for Vendetta fans going crazy today. Woman gets a tattoo before her breakup. And 3 best bad guys all on this episode.
No, you told me I was enthusiastic, so now I just enthusiastic.
We didn't say you weren't enthusiastic.
Get ahead.
Jay Sapp's here for the beginning of the podcast. I bet you all the fans are going to be excited about that.
It's rare.
Let's dive into Prince Andrew. The judge in this case has set a January 4th hearing.
Not happening.
Okay.
And expects there to be a trial in September or December of 2022.
Does he have to show up for it?
It appears that he
Sober.
will more than likely have to show up at this hearing to, I don't know, deposition you want to call it or whatever you want to call it. But I believe he's going to have to show up in some way, shape, or form on January 4th for this hearing. Now, full disclosure, this is a civil case. There's an entire possibility they could settle this thing at any moment before January 4th or before a trial happens. The team for Prince Andrew on January 4th, basically what the point of this hearing is for, is to see whether or not they can get this thrown out. So that's kind of what January 4th is for. So even if he doesn't have to show himself for January 4th to figure this out, if a trial date gets set for the end of 2022, which the judge in this case, Judge Lewis Kaplan, said is likely, he's asked for time for the lawyers. He's told them to block off time at the end of the end of 2022, September and December. If this goes through on the 4th and that thing gets scheduled, I can bet you they're going to try hard to just settle. Now, if I was Virginia Roberts Jeffrey, which we already know she got money from her previous cases, would you settle with this son of a bitch? I wouldn't, for no amount of money.
So, but what could come out of a civil trial? Could he get jail time?
No, it's civil. He would have to pay.
He would have to pay. So
yeah. But when they're deposing him or when they're talking to him, he can take the 5th so he doesn't incriminate himself, because that's kind of the other part of this. If he says something that's incriminating, then he's...
Yeah, I don't know. Because if you're talking about I wouldn't settle for any amount of money and all you're going to get at the end of the trial is money, then rather than go through the pain of reliving shit, maybe that's better. Who knows?
I just feel like you as a person, you've got to it's not about the money, especially because she should probably have enough by now. It should be more about
the justice I know,
and by the way, I know, and people sent me some things. Miss Justice, thank you. She sent me something from somebody who said he has to appear. I don't think so. They can. I think they're 95% he's probably going to appear, or he's going to have to appear for the trial. Obviously, if it goes.
Where is it? It's in the States.
This is in the States.
Do we know where? What state?
New York, Manhattan.
Have to be in New York.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yep. Yeah.
Right.
So
we should go camp out there.
You go. We'll check in with you.
That'd be great.
In front of the courthouse.
Live show by the courthouse.
Yeah, beginning of January. You go do that.
I'll do anything you want me to do in the crowd. Anything. Hold up signs. Start chanting, "Let's go, Brandon." I'm up for it.
I was gonna say we should do the whole show from there, but if you want to just check in, go live from the scene, that'd be great.
Oh, just me. Thanks. Okay.
I think that Janine screaming things at the prince on his way into court would be fucking hysterical.
Yeah, I do
it. January 4th. Should be nice and warm.
Yeah, it's really not that bad.
You can hold up a sign that says Brandon is innocent, Andrew is guilty. That'd be awesome.
Oh, I could do that. I would definitely do that.
That'd be fun.
Okay.
Do it.
Brandon would have never done this to these young ladies. You should say, stuff like that.
Mm.
To run with the whole Brandon thing.
Brandon thing. It's getting old.
Brandon. Jumpstart Coffee Company, proud sponsor of this podcast. They are the absolute best. We showed you Bird last episode. By the way, last episode, taken off. Starting to hit a little bit of a viral train right now.
Oh,
so.
I thought you said someone. I thought you meant someone took it off.
No, we're gonna put a link in the cards on YouTube if you guys are watching. Give her another clickaroo and help us out there. Throw a like on it if you haven't already. Watch a couple of minutes of it.
Right.
We go in deep on the Brian Laundrie weapon thing.
Deep. That's why I'm so energetic right now, because I had my jumpstart before.
There you go.
Good.
That's why.
Did you enjoy?
I did. I don't have anything to hold up because I finished it. Oh well.
Did you finish the whole thing already?
Finish the whole bag.
Yeah, you got a coffee issue.
You know me.
You do. You love your coffee.
I do.
Can't blame you. Can't blame you. It's good stuff.
Jay Sams is hard to please. Just ask her husband and look at how happy she looks after that Jumpstart Coffee Company.
This is
right?
all above is true. Thank you.
If you want to be as happy as our own Jay Sabs, order your Jumpstart Coffee right now. Link in the description below. Promo code AOA15 saves you 50%. 15%. And 50% of the profits go to the wonderful Navy SEAL Foundation. So you can still save, and the Navy SEALs will still get 50% of the proceeds. So that's a great deal all around. Reviews have been coming in from their listeners. They absolutely love it. Frankie C., Frank, Janine, myself, my wife, we all love it. My children would probably love it if I allowed them to drink coffee, but they're 6 and 4.
My children like it because they also like to drink coffee. So
okay, there you go.
Oh my God.
There you go. So not meant for children, but they approve as well. At least JSAB's children. So
right.
Yikes.
There you go.
Do not try this at home.
It's fitting.
Yeah. Click the link in the description or the banner on the homepage of AnthonyOnAir.com. Brian Laundrie and the Digital Footprint. The update on the weapon is they are still looking. They want to have word on that. We are going to get information. By the way, if it's not his weapon, it's just not his weapon. But if it is, this goes into the Digital Footprint thing. Once the police and the FBI close this case, then everything can go to public record. So while the case is an ongoing investigation, which it'll be for some
old files
for quite some time, right? Once they close it, though, everything will be available to all the media outlets. They can sue for the Freedom Act shit that they always usually do, or it'll just kind of go out because it'll kind of go out anyway. But here's what's interesting: the FBI right now, they're piecing together Brian Laundrie's digital footprint. They are looking into his phone records, Gabby's phone records, his email records from the time that they took their trip till everything went cold.
I feel like, shouldn't they have been doing that already?
Yes. But I think now that he is deceased, there's kind of nothing really stopping it. I don't know if warrants.
It's very hard to get phone records. It's up there. It's up there to get them.
Right.
Like it really is.
Because if you want to get my phone records, you got to have probable cause, a warrant.
Well, I think the Brian Laundrie situation that was probable cause written all over that.
It certainly was, but if they found him, it's a different story because he's dead now. It changes the game. So the FBI is going through all of his communications leading up to his death. Obviously, his remains are still being examined by the forensic anthropologist in Sarasota County to determine the cause of death. Authorities are still looking into the notebook that they retrieved from the dry bag to figure out if there's some information on Gabby Petito there. The digital communications, though, texts, emails, use of social media, and internet browsing history prior to his death may help fill in a bit of the puzzle here that has been missing in this case.
Plus, you want to look inside that notebook, see what kind
I have a question.
Notebook is the biggest thing. Yes.
Do you guys believe that was his body?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Will you stop? Do you really don't think it's him? No, don't do a bit.
I'm not doing a bit.
You doubt it? You don't think that's
I
him?
do doubt it. I do.
Why?
It's too easy. If anything, I don't think he was killed by anyone else. I think he killed himself, but I don't think that he would actually kill himself. I don't think so.
Why? You don't know him?
And just the character. I mean, like most people who kill women, men who kill women, they don't go and kill themselves then. Even if
Well,
they
we don't
think
know
they're
why.
being hunted.
You don't know what happened with, the situation. He could have had a mental breakdown, some kind. He killed Gabby, and then he couldn't handle it. And who knows?
So
I don't
where do
know.
so all right, I'm going to tell you when the cause of death is going to be revealed. But when do you think what do you think happened? Where do you think he is?
Well, a show that I recently watched kind of helped me push me even more into this direction.
Okay. Where was this show?
God.
Newsmax?
No.
OAN?
God,
YouTube?
no, it's like a show. It was a show. It wasn't a
MSNBC? It wasn't that Nancy Grace, because I feel like every big thing that one is just rolling out there, just spewing all sorts of bullshit.
I think it's possible that his parents helped him escape. Took some of his DNA, took some of his teeth, even.
Took his teeth.
Yeah, I do. But I'm telling you something. People will go to the extremes to not be caught. I do believe that this is possible. I'm not kidding you. I do believe
I'm not
this
saying
is possible.
it's impossible, but is it probable? No.
I don't know, man, because his parents, that they covered up something. That it's just too much of a coincidence that, the day that they go out and help, he's found. Like, what did they even say was found exactly?
Nobody is saying exactly. Just remains. That's all. We don't know how much.
And enough to get a dental record matchup.
Right, but
I can't imagine that is easy to fake.
All right, listen, I'm on Frank's side with this.
Okay.
But I will say the fact that he came back and they say bitch.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
The fact that he came back and immediately lawyered up doesn't help our side. The fact that he was in that house and they went away. Remember, they went away for the weekend. Doesn't help our side. The fact that he was gone and they didn't say shit for days doesn't help our side. And the fact that they did find him on the day that they went there, again, it is kind of a little suspicious. But I will also say, to our defense, they went there they went there days before and they didn't find him. So
it was underwater
because they didn't plant anything yet. Go ahead.
Okay.
Because they didn't plant anything yet.
Do you don't think that go ahead.
Okay, so the last thing I was going to say was if there was a mouthful of teeth there, I can't go along with you here, Jay Sabs.
I don't
if
think
we're talking about 4 or 5 teeth, I don't think that helps our argument. Because you could pull 4 or 5 teeth and not make a big deal out of it.
Right.
You think it's just a handful of teeth on the ground? I think there's a jaw found at least.
Okay, and then the other part of this is, if that wasn't his body, then whose body was it?
Well,
because now you're talking about the fact that they either A, found a dead person, or B, killed somebody and to take his place.
Wow. Well. Just think about how many people there were found in the spot where they were looking for her first, which was what, like 10 people? Is that the right number?
4 or 5.
I heard.
I think it was
saw
between
10,
5 and 10. Yeah,
which is a crazy amount. Listen, especially
so you think
that
they
trail.
just found some missing people in the swamp there?
The dad just sprinkled his teeth over some other person's. Come on.
Or they know someone and they said, "Hey, can you get me an unidentified person?" Listen, it happens all the time.
It really does.
All the time. Does it?
Every day,
Maybe
people go missing and their remains are found and replaced by. I mean, it happens on Breaking Bad, but that's probably it.
All right. And on The Sopranos, but okay.
I just think it's very far fetched. Is it impossible? No, but it's. I
What
just
do you
don't
think
think.
happened? What do
I think
you
he's
think
dead.
happened? You think
I
he's
think,
dead? How?
I think he's dead. I don't know. Maybe he killed himself. Maybe an animal got him.
There's
but-
no way the animal got him. There's
do
no
you-
way.
Do you know
Why?
what bothers me? Why run and hide? Okay, let's say he didn't run and hide for a long time. It doesn't really make sense to run and hide and then kill yourself.
That doesn't make sense to
And
me.
it also doesn't make sense
Maybe an
to.
animal got him. He's not
No.
in one piece. We know that. He was.
Yeah.
They couldn't identify him by looking at him or by DNA. So they had to do a dental. So
Right.
he's not in one piece. So either an animal got him or some kind of huge flood. I don't know. But
And you know what the other thing that bothers me a lot is the parents' behavior, because if your son was missing and you feared that he was suicidal, which you would have to think he was from the instant he comes back without her, wouldn't you want to find him and stop him from hurting him?
Yeah.
Would you? I don't know, Janine. How do you? Because from a parent's perspective, wouldn't you want him? Like, obviously, the outcome's not going to be great either way, but wouldn't you want him to face that trial and be alive in jail, then kill himself?
Well, yes, but I also think that they would do anything to not have him go to jail. I think that is their worst fear. I think that they think that's worse than him killing her. I do think that.
Yeah, that's not far fetched. It's a parental,
yeah, I see that.
protecting thing.
But you're assuming that they know he's suicidal. Like how do they? They don't know that he's suicidal, or if he was suicidal.
Okay,
could
but
just-
here's the other thing though. Like, if that was me, I'd be in that reserve every day with the cops looking.
Yeah, and they weren't.
Where was the cause for concern?
Right.
I don't know.
Right? I mean, wouldn't
Well,
you be
maybe
there
they-
every fucking day? I would
Mhm.
never leave.
Maybe they didn't want to look for him. They wanted him to get away.
I mean, that move would have been good.
Do
It
you
would have
think,
made them look less guilty.
right? Exactly. Like, do you think they thought he was getting away?
Unless they just thought, unless they were told that they couldn't. Unless they said, you know what, this is strictly for police force, and you can't be there.
All I'm saying
I don't
is-
know though.
I
Also-
get that, but even that, I would be like, okay,
Yeah, me
then
too.
you tell me where I can fucking stand here.
Fine.
because
You know,
I'll
I'd
be
make it
here
happen.
waiting.
You know,
Yeah.
I'd make
Absolutely.
it happen.
But all I'm saying is,
And they
I
still,
don't think.
I'm sorry, Frank, and they still let them go eventually. So, okay, go ahead, buddy.
Right.
Sorry.
Sure. All I'm saying is, I don't think Mr. and Mrs. Laundrie pulled one over on the entire Florida police force.
Are you sure about that?
Well, I mean, but that doesn't mean that they didn't try.
Right.
They could have tried, but I don't think. I mean, I feel like a forensic anybody would be able to look at a dead body and go, "Well, these teeth were obviously planted here." You know, the decay is different. It's from a different mouth. You can't tell me that.
The thing is, and you don't know if they have other people working with them. You don't know who they know. You really don't. They
I
can know
don't.
someone.
Yeah, they can know a lot of people. They can know everybody, but I don't know.
Oh, now he's making fun of me.
No, I'm just saying that they're not. Doesn't seem like they're a bunch of criminals from before. This just happened. You know,
Well,
No.
Frank, they are Floridian, so
that's
I
true.
mean,
That's true.
every Floridian's is 5 minutes away from being a criminal.
I mean, we don't know anything about the parents at all. So, and the Brian Laundrie
They are from here.
wasn't a criminal before any of this happened.
Wouldn't you love to talk to them? I mean, there's nobody in the world right now I'd rather interview more than those fucking two.
Really?
Oh my God, you can give me anybody you want. Trump, Obama, fucking Biden. I would turn them all down. You
Well,
know.
Biden be sleeping, so Biden
Biden-
be sleeping.
Biden. My first question would be: do you know what your name is? Like, honestly, can you spell your name?
You
For me?
see, and then when I bash Trump, it's here we go again.
Oh, here we go. Can we do a Biden bit without you bringing Trump into it?
All right, I officially quit the show.
there's all these questions about Brian Laundrie. We know the cause of death will be revealed, according to Laundrie's family attorney, in 2 to 3 weeks. They believe the forensic anthropologist will be able to provide a cause of death and a time frame in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So as soon as that comes, we'll definitely
That's
have it
like,
for you.
I feel like for 2021, that's a long time.
If you could do a better job.
Yeah, but this is this is forensic.
Oh, he's
stuff.
really getting on my
that
nipples
was
right now.
That
No, it wasn't. I was joking. Come on.
Yeah, this is all forensic stuff. This shit takes a while. They're in labs and stuff. By the way, I have no idea. What are they doing? Are they putting stuff in those little tubes and spin it around and separate it?
What does
I
that
don't
tell
know.
you?
what
I have
they're
no
doing.
clue.
No.
I have no idea.
I'll look at it and go, ha. Yeah, I don't know what this means.
It sounds impressive.
Yeah.
Dave Portnoy was accused of sexual misconduct in an article that was released on Business Insider yesterday. I find this to be fascinating on a lot of fronts, including how our media portrays and treats people. For those who don't know, Dave Portnoy is the founder of Barstool Sports, which he started, 14, 20-something years ago as a newspaper, turned into a blog, and now it's a content factory, blogs, television shows, podcasts, so on and so forth. Pizza reviews and everything else. Dave Portnoy, the founder of Barstool Sports, has been outspoken about his sex life over the years. He says he's kinky, but that he is not a criminal. This was the worst kept secret, by the way, in the world. I mean, even I heard somebody who heard that this article was being worked on for the last 8 months. But this journalist, Julie Black, I believe her name is, she wrote this piece on Portnoy, and the headline of the article was, "Young women say sex with Barstool Sports Dave Portnoy was frightening." The second, what do they call that? The second title, the subtitle of the article was a quote from a young girl who said, I was in so much pain, I wanted to scream out loud. Since this article has come out yesterday, there has been a massive flow of support for Dave Portnoy, saying that somebody this nice and honest could in no way possibly do this to anyone else. A lot of people are calling out Business Insider for being a part of cancel culture. A lot of people are calling out Business Insider for, which, by the way, Business Insider is a subscription-based service. And just prior to dropping this article on Dave Portnoy and Barstool Sports, which has been the darling of the media world for at least the last 3 years, since they sold their company twice, once for $25 million and the next time for $400 million. They put out a sale and reduced the price of their subscription service just prior to releasing this article.
That's
So they're saying that these girls were doing things with him against their will?
Which, by the way, is behind a paywall, the article itself. So here's what they're saying. So, and let me give you the synopsis of what they're saying and what he's saying, because Dave Portnoy himself released a 12-minute video yesterday denying all of these allegations. And this goes into my criticism for the media on this, because they do have a little bit of expertise in this sort of area of it. So basically what the article is saying is they went around and they interviewed for 8 months. This journalist went around and interviewed employees, girlfriends, friends, family members. She reached out to literally everybody. And I know this because part of the outpouring of support for him, people were releasing the messages, emails, text messages, DMs from the reporter to them on what she was saying and what kind of questions she was asking. So he was saying in his defense that she set out to write this article, that this was going to be the point of the article no matter what, and she was just going out to find the people to fill in the blanks and fit this narrative. So he's a single guy, separated, I think, from his wife for like 10 years or something like that. So he's been dating for quite some time. He's obviously a person of prominence. He's obviously been making news a ton lately. We talked about him for the fund. Remember, he started the fund during COVID-19 to support small businesses that raised like $75 million for small businesses. So he was the darling of the world then. And that didn't take long for somebody to try and cut him down after that. Nice story. Um, so he's obviously a person of prominence and popularity. So out of all the girls that he dated, there was basically two women. One of them was the one who complained about the painful sex, and the other one was a girl who said it was humiliating or she was humiliated, of which he released DMs from her in his 11-minute response, basically showing that she wanted to hang out with him again and meet with him again, and that he kind of poo-pooed it. And then all of a sudden she comes out with, oh, he was,
Ooh.
he was this or he was that. And supposedly her mom, I don't know, I don't think they identified any of these people, but her mom was upset and kind of leading the charge against him, saying all these things when, I guess she kind of felt like her daughter got burned, and then she, went on this whole,
So,
tirade.
so the defense is that he thinks that the second girl was just a scorned ex, basically, and she's
Right.
looking to, okay.
Right.
And now the first girl who said she was in pain, was it like he hit her or something, or?
No. So what he says is, and so by the way, the other part of this, and I'm sure Janine has seen this part, he's had a couple of sex tapes released. I wouldn't say tapes, but 2-minute long clips, the things of that nature.
Who, my husband? Oh, never. You said minute or 2 minutes. Sorry.
He's supposedly one clip was him with a doggy chain around the girl's neck or some crazy shit
Yep.
like that.
All right.
And and he's
Crazy. That's not crazy. But
it's
go
not
ahead.
crazy, but he in this video.
He's into kinky shit.
He
That's
said,
fine.
"I'm into kinky shit. I like maybe a little rough, maybe a little kinky." But he says, in his defense, again, his words, not mine, that this was consensual. That this was, and he said that at no. By the way, he also said he didn't know who this was because they didn't release the identity of the girl in the article. But by the mere fact that they said that the girl slept on his couch, that she slept on his couch after or the second time they ever hung out, that was the only way he was even able to identify who this could possibly be.
Oh.
And he said that it was completely consensual and that she never expressed any sort of discomfort or anything during.
So, all right. Well, yeah, they'll have to. How do you prove otherwise?
So that leads me to, and again, let's remove the fact of, these girls are telling the truth or they're lying. Here's the thing, though. And I've known journalists and stuff like that, and what's funny? He said that, she had a narrative, like this girl had a goal and an objective. And what I find interesting about that is that's really not even a defense, because every journalist has a narrative when they start their story.
Absolutely. Yeah, they want to.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's totally natural.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, is this happening? Let me investigate it.
Yeah, because if she finds people that say that it happened,
right,
filling in the narrative or not, that's still something that could have happened.
Like, that's how journalism starts. There's nothing wrong with that. What I think he meant to say, and what the real problem is when you go to do that investigation and you talk to 10, 20, 40, 60, I don't know how many women she spoke to, and 98% of them come back with nothing wrong, and only 2 come back with they had some issues, one of which he easily disproved pretty quickly. Not saying that this girl's lying, but I'm just saying, I don't, like, as a journalist, wouldn't you come back and be like, there's nothing real, there is no,
Well, one incident is still an incident.
it's still bad. But it's basically a he said,
Right.
she
Yeah,
said.
exactly.
That's
And
the
you got
problem.
to think also about patterns of behavior.
True.
If everybody else goes, yeah, he's a little kinky, but we had a nice time and I went my way and he went his way and that was the end of it.
Yeah.
How-
No, that's then you
and-
dismiss those.
Yeah, and okay, you know, I also have no problem with this article. You know, Dave Portnoy accused by a woman
Right.
of sexual misconduct or a painful session, whatever you want to call it. I have no problem with this. But to frame it with this whole, I mean, that title was not a mistake. That subtitle was not a mistake. And here's the issue. They're never going to prove this. And this girl, if she's telling the truth, she should seek all the justice she possibly could.
Right.
My gut feeling on this is we'll never hear from this girl ever again. There'll be no lawsuit. There'll be no civil case, no legal case.
Really?
There'll be no nothing. But the problem is this guy will now forever go. Every article written about this guy, which they write a ton of shit about this guy,
They're going to mention this.
every one of them is going to mention this fucking
That's not fair.
story.
I don't think that's true. I mean, look at
Every single one of them, dude. Every one of them. And here's the other issue. And this is, again, a societal problem. This is just my opinion. You guys tell me what you think. A lot of great work was done during that Me Too time, exposing Weinstein and Epstein and all these other, the Moonves and all these other guys who did horrific things. It was great and phenomenal work. And I feel like we're all better off for it. What happens is when you kind of get to a point where, and I don't think every scumbag has been exterminated, but a lot of the big ones in Hollywood have kind of been called out. And hopefully that industry is cleaned up a little bit. When you get to a certain point and then you don't have anybody else of high profile to call on, you get this. This is a popular narrative. This is a popular story. We don't have any more Weinsteins. We don't have any more, Epsteins. So let's go down.
Right.
you think that's what it is?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
I don't know. I mean, if there's a legitimate thing here, then write it up.
I mean, I have never seen such an outpouring of support for anybody like
Sure.
this guy has gotten. And then here's my final issue with all of this. All of it.
Ooh.
If this were true, do you know the one person they didn't interview for this article?
Him?
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
not get his rebuttal? Why not get his side of the story?
Right.
I don't
Why?
know. I don't know. Did anybody else write about it, or is it just this one person?
Just this one person. And it's also a little odd, too, because in this day and age, outside of your Epstein situations with the Miami Herald, because they don't come along too often, because newspapers and TV stations, they don't have a lot of money to throw around anymore. So if you're going to spend 8 months investigating something, it had better be fruitful for your company. It had
Right.
better be Epstein. You had better get those fucking results. You had better know something was going on and was really fucked up and awry, and you're going to make a big impact by exposing it. Otherwise, what the fuck did you just waste 8 months?
Yeah, well, that's true.
That's kind of crazy.
Yep.
That's true.
And again, if this was like 6 or 7 women and there's a pattern of bad behavior and then employees are coming out going, he was inappropriate with me at work and blah, 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 and all this and that. Okay, maybe the guy's a scumbag, but you just didn't have that in this situation. Not to say that stuff's not going to come out in the future, but you didn't have that in this situation, and you still published that article that way.
What way? What do you mean? They said there's 2 people. What are you talking about? The headline?
The headline and the subtitle.
Read them again. I don't remember what they were.
I want to give you the exact thing, so I don't. I was literally screaming in pain. Young young women say they met Barstool Sports founder Dave Portnoy for sex, and it turned violent and humiliating.
Accurate. If that's
Don't you think we would have heard about this before? Like you just said, like
It
we
is-
would have heard.
this
We
is
would have
us
heard.
hearing about it. Heard about
Yeah.
it from where?
No.
No, Frank's right. It is technically accurate. Two women equal women. Right.
Okay, but
it
still.
is technically women.
Women.
But one of them he proved was lying immediately.
Did he?
Well, then
Is
why
that
would she,
how
if
do you
she-
know if that's
because she was the humiliated one. If she was so humiliated, why did she ask to hang out with him again?
That's true.
well? How do you know it happened before that hang out again part? In other words, the humiliating session. How do you know that didn't happen after they hung out again?
He said
Or-
they only hung out like once.
Like once?
I think it
Or
was
once.
once. I could be wrong. I don't want to. I don't want to
Yeah, I don't
comment
know.
on it.
So we don't know
Is it-
all the whole facts.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
We don't know. So until they get to the bottom of it, we have one side versus the other. That's all it is.
By the way, their stock took a. So this is the other thing I found interesting. Their stock took a dive.
Oh yeah.
A dive. And full disclosure, I own Penn Sports, which was the company that bought them.
So is this why you're defending him so much?
Yes, that's why I want the stock price to go back
What is
up.
going on here?
He's
No.
innocent. He's
No, but-
innocent.
To full disclosure, a year or so ago, I bought Penn. I bought all the sports betting because as sports betting became legal, I went out and bought all the stocks
See,
for them.
typical mainstream media. You're supporting your side
Right.
because you'll financially gain from it. See, I'm calling your ass out.
So yesterday the article came out, and at 350, Penn National Gaming was at $72. By the time the evening came along, it was down to $56.
Oh really?
But it rebounded up to $63.
All right, it'll go back up. It goes up and down all
Well,
the
that's
time.
what I found so
What do you want?
interesting. How did it go? I get how it went down. How'd it go back up so fast?
From probably his rebuttal.
Right.
His
that's
video
interesting.
probably brought it back.
By the way, I
up.
hate that word.
Rebuttal.
Yeah, I just hate that word. I don't know why.
And do you guys know that I forget what the name of the thing is? Unusual Whales.
Unusual whales. What is
Yeah,
that?
there's a Twitter out there like Unusual Whales or
Oh,
something
wait
like
a
that.
minute.
But they report on suspicious stock activity.
Okay.
Like if so, they're famous for like busting,
Wolf of Wall Street. Oh,
no, not even that. Like
that was a long time ago.
like senators and congress people who buy stocks and shit like that. Like they're, they look at big suspicious activity like that.
Okay.
And they were saying that there was a ton of people that shorted the Penn stock before the article came
Oh
out.
really?
Hello.
Okay.
And everybody knew, like I said, even me, I heard about this article coming out. I didn't know it was going to come out yesterday, but everybody knew this has been work
So they unloaded it.
because she talked about it to so many people that word was out
Dumb.
that this thing was fucking coming. And yeah, so a lot of people shorted the stock.
Darn
And
it!
then
You should have told me that, Anthony.
I didn't know they were gonna be. I didn't know they were gonna do that. But I think it's fucked up. And if they can find people with knowledge of the situation at Business Insider who fucking shorted this stock before this article came out, those fucking people should go to jail.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's called insider trading.
That is.
I don't understand that though. I don't. I have nothing. I don't know anything about stocks. I really don't. But if you buy a stock, let's say I buy a stock in, I don't know, in Coca-Cola, for example, and then I find out, I hear through the grapevine or in the news, I see a small article, Coca-Cola, something happened with a batch and it's poisoning everyone, and I have stock in it. I can't sell it now because I saw that.
No, you can sell it, but if you know it's coming out, it's not selling it. If you know it's coming out and you sell, it's okay. If you buy positions to short it to make money off of it, if you have insider knowledge, that is insider trading. That is illegal. You cannot do that.
So if I'm just an ordinary person, fine. But if I like work at Coca-Cola, that's a problem.
if you work at Coca-Cola,
Yeah,
that's
it's
that's a
different.
big problem.
But I mean, like insider trading happens all the time, though. So
I get it, but I don't understand what makes it insider trading.
I
Ask
I
What am I
Mark
guess
looking
Stewart.
yeah, if you know something that if you're part of the company and you tell someone,
That's the difference. If you're part of the
Yes.
company, okay.
No,
That's-
no,
no, you don't. No.
Oh yeah, yes. I'm sorry, but even like if Frank works at Coca-Cola and tells me and I buy it, I can
Oh
still go
yeah,
to
yeah.
jail.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's for
Yeah.
someone like
Right.
within the company too. So
But if I see an article or something, or I hear through the grapevine, just through people talking, I don't know that something's wrong.
Yeah, I don't know what technically it does it, but that's unusual whales. They said before Business Insider released their post, large players took trades against the company Penn, betting it. They profited huge.
mm,
Yeah, that's effed up.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Now,
I
I
just
mean,
don't understand it. If you have, it's like Kramer. He knows it's a mutter. Why can't he bet it?
well, that's horse racing. That's different.
Well, it's the same idea.
No,
You're
it's not
making
stocks,
money
it's
off
different.
of. All right. It's both a form of gambling. I feel.
His mutter was a mutter.
oh god,
Tyler Perry.
And Sister Act 3.
no, why?
What? Why what?
It's gonna be horrible.
He's dropped some details on Sister Act 3. And this is terrifying for me because one, I don't love Tyler Perry.
Yeah, I mean,
And I think Sister Act is maybe the greatest cinema that
What?
we've ever put
I
out.
love Sister Act. It's a great movie.
Ginny, you don't love Sister Act?
Wherever he may go.
Yeah, that one. You don't like that movie?
Really? Is that really from it?
Yeah. Whoopi
Okay.
Goldberg, the whole thing. That was a
Yes.
great movie. Even the second one wasn't bad.
Sister
Corny,
Act
though.
was
Corny.
good. Oh, way corny.
Sure,
Sister Act was
but
good, and
fun.
much like The Godfather, Sister Act 2 was maybe even better.
Oh
I don't know
god,
if it
no!
was
Don't
better,
even
but it
tell me
was
you
good.
saw Sister Act 2.
Sister Act 2 was good. I don't know if it was better than the first one, but it was good.
You think Whoopi could get Joy Behar in that movie too?
Oh, that'd be
That
great.
would be great.
You got to go with the originals. What's her name?
Yeah.
Oh, what the heck is her name?
Mary Jo something. Am I right? Oh god, please don't let me be right.
Sister
'cause I'll
Mary
be
Francis
embarrassed.
is
It
her.
sounds like you're a big Sister Act fan. You've been you're singing songs. You know the actors.
What's her name? Kathy Najimy?
Kathy Najimy. Yeah,
Kathy
that's it.
Najimy. And the other one.
Wait, she's still
the
alive,
younger
right?
one.
She didn't die, did
Yeah.
she?
No,
Okay.
she's alive. Even Maggie Smith is still alive. The
Who is the
Old
thin,
lady?
Who
The
is the
older
thin, quiet nun?
the quiet one, I don't remember her name. But
The
it's funny, a
Bangs?
few years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, the three of them appeared on, I think, The View, and they sang a song together.
Is that right?
Yeah, they reunited
Oh my!
like it
Who
was
doesn't
like a
love
20-year anniversary or something.
Who doesn't love it?
It was great.
Come on.
They
It's
could
a
probably
great
still get
story.
Maggie Smith too.
It's like, I don't.
You love
I
it.
don't love it. Come on. It's corny though. I bet you if you watched it today, you'd be like,
So what?
"Come on."
And what's his name is also in it. Well, he was in the first one. They should bring him back if they're going to do a Sister Act 3.
My grandmother liked that movie. That's
From
how
Pulp
bad.
Fiction.
That's how old.
What's his name?
Oh,
Bruce Willis.
No. The guy,
Samuel
the
Jackson.
cleaner, the guy who cleans up. What's his name? Harvey Keitel.
Harvey Keitel.
They should bring him back. He was the bad guy in the first one.
Oh, was he? He was he was her
The
girlfriend.
boyfriend. The boyfriend.
Boyfriend. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. Well, this is what bothers me. Whoopi Goldberg is back. Great. Why do you need Tyler Perry? Like,
As
can't
the
Whoopi
director or
Goldberg
producer or something.
get a film financed? I don't get it.
you don't like him?
Okay, let me tell you about Tyler Perry.
Here we go.
I love Tyler Perry from a businessy standpoint of somebody who is entrepreneurial and
Oops.
has his own. The guy opened up a film studio, I believe in Atlanta. He's got like 10 huge. He's got a huge lot.
You're
10
gonna say
like
something else, kid.
studios on the lot. He named one after Will Smith. He named one after like all the black actors and filmmakers he loves. Each got their own like studio. He's for his production company. Like I'm a bigger fan of his for all his behind the scenes work.
His movies, not so much.
I have never laughed once at anything he has actually produced.
I'll look
Medea
into
goes to a family farm. You don't like that one?
Look at me. Look at me in the eyes. Especially the Medea series.
Oh, Medea, whatever.
I
Not a
don't
fan.
get it. My wife loves it. People everywhere must be crazy about it.
The jokes just aren't hitting. They don't
It's
hit.
fucking awful and hack. I can't stand it. I can't sit through any of it.
No.
But I'm a huge fan of his. I wish he would make something. It's kind of like Star Wars. If you give me an article, if you gave me 2 articles, one on Star Wars and one on like the business of Star Wars, I will read the business article on like how it
Wow.
was sold or what they did to develop it. Like the Mandalorian thing, I would rather watch the behind the scenes and the making of the Mandalorian than actually watch the Mandalorian.
You're ridiculous.
That's next on my list to watch.
Watch it. It's good.
Yeah, I mean, I might one day, but I just there's like Lucasfilm and Disney, and that's all interesting to me. I really like all that. But to sit through a Star Wars film and a show,
You're nuts.
Oh, it's good.
it's the
I
same.
can't wait
It's
for
the same thing.
Obi-Wan to come out.
It's the same thing about Tyler Perry. Like I'd rather read about how he started
Okay.
his business and what moves he's made because I think he's a great businessman. I just think he's shit as a writer I think it's just all this like hacky
Yeah,
shit.
the comedy's
You know, my-
not very good.
No. And my husband, of course, likes that comedy. And I'm just like, I don't think they're really funny. Like, it's not like I'm dying to watch them. But anytime he sees them on, he has to watch it. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
I can't even. I
I
can't.
can't.
No,
Here's the-
thanks.
And here's the thing too, like if you give me when I'm watching something, if I can pause it and tell you what's coming up next, I can't fucking watch it.
Oh, okay. You're one of those. Okay.
And I'm right every single time. Like if
Ugh.
we should do that one day where we put on one of his fucking movies, play half a scene, and I will tell you how it ends, and I bet you I will be right every single time.
You're right.
Yeah, and the jokes are just very corny and not very funny at all. It's just
No.
Corny
can't.
and predictable.
yeah, no
and-
good. But
He said-
Sister Act 3, I could do.
Well, he says the script's being written, that he's a producer and he's not directing it. He said they brought on an incredible director. Whoopi's really excited. And he says, I think this is just what the country needs. I agree with him there. I feel like we just need Sister Act 3.
I'll take it.
Fucking with him there.
This is
Give
what
me
the
Sister
country
Act
needs.
3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wonder if
Yeah,
Lauryn
yeah.
Hill's gonna be in it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Lauryn Hill was in Sister Act 2, and she was fucking great.
Let's see, Lauryn Hill was in it. What's her name? The one from not Scream. I Know What You Did Last Summer.
How the do you remember this?
Yeah, how do you remember this?
I like movies. Leave me alone.
Here's the other thing, too. You give me a movie about rehabilitating a school and thusly the neighborhood around it, and I'm fucking there. I mean, I am so fucking there.
Oh my God, bye.
That's like every 80s movie. You know what I'm saying? Every 80s movie, you had the principal who came in and fixed things. What was the one with you smoke
Lean
crack,
on Me?
Sims? Lean
Lean
on
on
Me? And then
That's a true story, though.
Jim Belushi,
Oh, I don't
remember
know
Jim?
that
Didn't
one.
Jim Belushi have one where he went into a school and
The
rehabilitated it or some
The
shit?
Substitute was another one. There was a bunch.
Yeah, what was the substitute? Oh, and then even John Lovitz had one like this. I mean, I'm fucking
High School
in
High.
every single time.
Wow, Frank.
Yeah.
You're good.
Oh, what was the one with Gangster's Paradise?
I
What
was
was
gonna
that
say
one?
gangster.
Michelle
Julio.
Pfeiffer.
That was the hell was it called?
What was that one? Come on,
Oh.
these are great
Oh.
movies. Any movie where it's like troubled kids and they just got to get that principal/teacher to get them to buy in. And then
What the hell
before
was
you
that
know it,
called?
mom and dad are learning lessons and then the neighborhood is changing.
He's
'Cause that-
Googling it. Yeah, exactly.
I am Googling it.
Because at some point, then they have to go to a park somewhere and clean up the trash and the crack needles and repaint everything and make it nice for everybody. It's
Wow.
fucking great.
What the
It
hell
is-
was that called?
Those movies are as predictable as I switched bodies with my sister, and it's fucking. I'm there for every one of those too. I don't give a shit.
Dangerous Minds.
Dangerous Minds.
Oh.
Dangerous Minds. Yeah.
That is
You
not even close.
rehabilitate
Okay.
a school in a movie, I am fucking there. Especially if Coolio's gonna sing the title track.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Give me Sister Act 3. We need it.
Oh, and then if it is a older, knowledgeable black person or a white young person, it's just even more intriguing.
Okay.
I would like to once though write a movie where a white person goes in, like Michelle Pfeiffer did in Dangerous Minds. She's almost there, and then she just gets killed in a drive-by in the movie
Ooh.
and doesn't make it.
See, now that I wasn't expecting, and I would
Nobody
watch that.
That would be everybody
And
be
that's
like,
it. The movie just ends right there.
yeah. People be like, fuck, I didn't expect. I thought she was gonna make it. I thought she was gonna save everybody, and fucking Coolio and Lil C were gonna come on and sing a song, and no, she died, and instead it's fucking an R. Kelly track. Closing credits.
Damn.
Ah, see, that's no good. I don't like that.
And
Nobody
everybody's like,
wants that.
it was so good until the last 3 minutes.
Oh God.
Yeah.
It sounds like one of our friends' movies.
Yeah.
It sounds like Out of Sync or something.
Oh, your brother-in-law and my brother's movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they like to come up with stupid ideas for movies.
I've never even heard of this. What is
What?
Yeah. No, we can't reveal their ideas because they'll get pissed at us.
You never heard this with John Travolta?
It's not John Travolta, but
Yeah, one of them
close.
is John. I'm sorry, not what's his face?
Stamos.
Stamos. John Stamos and oh God, Dakota
Yeah,
Fanning.
They do a lot of how it started was they were driving down to Atlantic City in the same car, and they just were talking about ideas for movies that they should make, and they would get a handful of actors and put them in ridiculous roles, and they would just come up with stupid ideas.
I'll put John Stamos in this.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
What's the last thing he was in?
I think John Stamos would be, because here's how the movie exactly ends. They're driving down the road. She's in the hearse, and the back door of the hearse opens up accidentally, and the coffin comes out and opens, and her body spills out on the freeway.
Ooh.
And John Stamos does what?
He's the truck driver who accidentally runs over her and then pulls over and goes, "Oh my God, look at what happened." And then black, and then R. Kelly. I believe I can fly.
I believe I can fly.
Yikes! This is a
We're gonna be
poorly
like-
timed movie.
And you know what? It's not even R. Kelly. It's me singing the lyrics with
Oh, that's
the
even
music in the back.
Yeah.
Why
I'd
don't
like
you
to
just
get.
cast Bill Cosby in it too. While you're
Well,
at
no,
it.
that's bad taste. Why
Oh,
we're
okay.
trying to
What's
have
the matter
fun
with
here,
me?
and that was very
That
dark.
was terrible. What's wrong with me?
But I'd like to get Janine and Tyler Perry to sing "I Believe I Can Fly" and
Together.
that's- Yeah, and Kathy Najimy. I would never cut her out of this. Of course, she'd be a part of the.
Wait,
She's an
Anthony,
American
you've
treasure.
really never heard of these movie ideas? You're kidding me, right?
This sounds vaguely. I feel like I've heard of the fact that they've talked about it, but I've never actually heard the idea itself.
Let
Oh,
them
well,
describe it to you.
Yeah, exactly. Later on the group chat, you have to, because
Is it better than what I just pitched to everybody?
I mean, it's
It would have to be.
yeah,
I mean,
it would be an extreme cinematic experience of what they have in store.
Wait, because I didn't share my Easter egg with you, so credits roll and everything. And then the screen comes back on, and Uncle Joey goes, "Cut it out," and he's standing over her half cut because she got cut in half by the truck.
Oh,
so it's 100. It's like 99% serious, and then the last 3 minutes.
Yeah,
is-
like I feel like people be sitting
is
there going,
Naked Gun.
"I like this," even though it's a direct ripoff to Dangerous Minds, and then all this shit would happen.
and then they'd be like, what just happened? Honestly, what
You know
just
what?
happened?
I think you're onto something. They should make a movie. You know how movies are? Oh, it's a comedy or it's a drama. Started out as a drama, and then halfway through the movie, it just switches to comedy.
Yeah.
Same plot, but they start cracking jokes. And
Right.
Yeah,
shit. That would be good.
I think
Sorry.
that would be good. And the entire time that the funeral procession is happening, Jamie Lynn Sigler is trying to park her car. And then second Easter egg, she goes into the funeral home, opens the door,
Don't stop.
cut to black, don't stop believing.
Perfect.
I mean, I think I'm going to call my friend who's a screenwriter. I think
And
I
I don't
got
think-
something here.
It doesn't sound like you ripped anything off either.
No, not at all.
Sounds 100% your idea.
If Mike Myers can do it, we can fucking do it. It's no big deal. Call it a spoof. We'll get
Well,
the
you know
Wayans
what?
brothers as a producer.
Yeah.
They'll fill
I was
out
just
all the
gonna say,
paperwork.
Scream.
Yeah,
All right.
Scary
I'm in.
movie.
scary movie.
Same
They know how to
thing.
do all that stuff. They can file all the taxes for us. It'll be great.
Can I get like an EP credit?
Yeah, yeah. No, all you guys, you're in on it.
Nice.
You're in on it.
For my music.
Somebody's gonna have to show up in court when we get sued. 22 celebrities who don't have a single hater. Great BuzzFeed article.
Tom Hanks has got to be number one on there.
All right, let's go through. You guys give me your opinion on this. Number 1, Rick Moranis.
Yep. Except for
I
the guy
love
that punched
him.
him in the face.
I feel
Right.
like, especially when he got punched in the face, if anybody did hate him, then they no longer hated him.
Exactly.
Except the guy who punched him in the face.
Yeah.
He probably hated him.
Oh, he's
Don't know why, though.
adorable.
He's the best.
Number 2, Maggie Smith.
Love Maggie Smith.
This is the girl in Harry Potter,
This is the woman,
the old lady.
the old lady in Harry
Oh
Potter.
yeah, you just said her name. That's
and in
weird.
Sister Act.
Oh, she was in 6. Oh, that's right. That's
She's
right.
the Mother Superior.
She was the tough
Oh my
ass,
god, you
right?
fucking know
Yeah.
the name. I can't.
That's
I can't
hysterical.
even.
It's a great
Uh,
movie. I'm not ashamed.
Number 3, Julie Andrews.
Okay, yeah.
Everybody
It's
loves
agreed.
Julie Andrews.
Julie Andrews, when I
Mary
was at
Poppins.
LNG, they had Julie Andrews on. Not me. I didn't have her. One of the other shows had her. Julie Andrews out. She literally lived around. I don't want to say where she lived, but she lived close to the station. Julie Andrews fucking walks on water out here in the Hamptons. Like
She walks on water no matter where she goes.
And by the
She's
way,
Mary Poppins.
she has no business being on a local radio station. She still comes in to do those kinds of interviews. And
Now that's classy.
very classy.
She's awesome.
They put Mr. Rogers at number 4.
Oh yeah.
That's number
Nobody hated
one.
Mr. Rogers.
And Bob Ross should be on there too somewhere.
Dolly Parton.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
She helped us find a cure for COVID, so that was great.
She rocks.
Alex Trebek.
Oh
Love
yeah.
Alex Trebek.
Everybody loves him.
I thought
a
this
good
is a great
list.
one and an easy one to miss. Jim Henson.
Love Jim Henson. How could you not?
Yeah.
Who doesn't love the guy who fucking invented the Muppets? And when was the
Yeah.
last time you heard somebody say, you know who's a real prick? That Jim Henson.
Right? And not only the Muppets, but everything that branched off the Muppets. You got Sesame Street. A lot of Star Wars was
Yep.
the I forget what they call it. It's like the Muppet Factory, but I forget what they call it.
Yeah.
Jim Henson's creations where
Jim Henson Productions or whatever the fuck.
yeah,
something
made
like that.
Yoda and all them. They were all
Okay.
part of that.
You know what else they did, which I had no idea until my son
Labyrinth.
watched it?
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep, that's
They,
right.
They created the Ninja Turtle costumes for the first
Yeah,
Ninja
back in the
Turtles.
90s.
It's Jim Henson Productions. It's on the
That's
credits.
right.
I had no
Hey,
idea.
hey, hey.
They did a lot of shit that you don't even realize.
You don't even realize. Yeah. Didn't they do Howard the Duck too? Wasn't Howard
Think
the Duck?
so.
there? They're not
I mean,
all
that
great.
sounds-
but still.
Ooh, he's so hot.
Yeah. Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
I don't know
Okay.
about that. I feel like he's not even that.
Well, everybody-
has-
I don't know who
Yeah,
that is.
but it's Spider-Man, the newest Spider-Man.
Betty White.
Oh,
Yep,
oh, I
everybody
mean,
loves her.
yeah, really.
The day Betty White dies will be the worst day in everybody's life.
They should make it a national
Seriously.
holiday.
Really, honestly, I feel like I honestly don't turn on me now. It'll be the closest we'll come to 9/11.
I'm turning on you now.
I'm not saying it's second. I'm not saying it's
I'm
right
turning
there.
right on you. You
But
should.
as far
that
as the
That's close.
nation mourning,
It's close.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Easy now.
nation. Yeah.
you could even say 9/11 here and then all the way down here. But still, I think. Okay, let's put
It's
it this
gonna be
way.
rough,
Everybody kind of fucking loved Colin Powell, and when he died, people were like, "Fuck that guy." We won't have that for
Nah, we won't.
The only guy that said "fuck that guy" was our former president.
Oh, I
Go
knew he
ahead.
was gonna say that. Go ahead.
Well, it's the fact.
more people said it
Hey.
than him. Dev Patel. That's a good one. Everybody likes Dev Patel.
Yeah, I guess.
Which
so.
one is he?
Also in Star Wars.
Is he?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You know what I
Well,
loved
he
him in? Was Newsroom.
Rogue One. Newsroom.
The HBO show with
Yeah.
Jeff Daniels. I fucking
Oh,
loved
that's
him
right.
in
No,
that.
he wasn't in Star Wars.
He
I'm
was in
sorry.
something else
But
too.
what was his big one? What was the one with Who Wants to Be a
Slumdog
Millionaire?
Millionaire.
Slumdog Millionaire. Thank you.
Yeah, he was good. He was.
That
good.
was his big breakout role. Hugh Jackman.
Oh yeah,
Love
everybody
you,
fucking
Jack.
loves him.
I don't know about everybody. I think they do, but I'll tell you what. There's not a gay that hates Hugh Jackman. They all fucking love Hugh
Mhm.
Jackman. He's the new
man.
Barbra Streisand.
He's the man.
Yeah,
he does
well-
it all. He does it all. He's
You can quote me
musicals.
on that.
He's Wolverine. I mean, how could you?
Paul Rudd. I don't think that's true. I
Oh,
think
oh
people.
my
no, I
God,
think
what?
he's got haters.
Are you
I
kidding
think he's-
me?
I think
I
he's
He
got
loves
love-
Paul
haters.
Rudd though.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I love Paul. Who doesn't? But I think I don't
He's
think he has
popular
no
amongst the
haters.
women.
Here's one that's so true. Chadwick Boseman.
Oh yeah, that's true
gotta love
too. Yep.
Chadwick.
Loved him. Even when he was
Mhm.
around, even when he was alive, I feel like he had all the
He was
people.
great.
Weird Al.
They
Love
do
Weird
love
Al.
him.
Weird Al's great. He's amazing.
Husband loves him. Go ahead.
I respect Weird Al, and I do like him a lot.
But
I can't sit through full length parody songs.
Yes, you can. Well, no, parody songs are one thing, but he has his own stuff, and his parody songs are better than anybody else's. So
Agreed.
I mean,
I
he
would
has some
never
good
buy a
ones.
ticket to see him though. I don't
I
hate him. I'm just saying it's when people used to send me parody songs all the time, more when I was on radio than
I'm not a huge
podcasts.
fan of parody songs, but he's
I
good.
couldn't do it. Couldn't listen
No,
to them.
he's
They were
good.
all wrong. Danny DeVito.
oh yeah, he's cute.
Yeah.
Love Danny DeVito.
Keanu Reeves.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ever since he got up off the seat on that subway train and gave his seat up to an old lady or whatever the fuck it was, he
He's the
could
man.
never do any wrong.
The fact that he was on the subway, number one.
Yes. Yeah. Give up your seat. That's gonna be the sequel to my film. It's gonna be Keanu Reeves giving up his seat. That one is gonna be a Jackass style. It'll be hidden camera style, but instead of pranks on one another, it's just gonna be Keanu Reeves giving up his seat to elderly ladies on the bus, on the train, on airplanes.
Color me $12 later.
It's gonna be great. People are gonna be like, it's 45 minutes. I don't know how much more I could take, but I want to see how this ends.
Whoa.
Oops.
Whoa, there's an old lady. Gotta
Yeah.
give up
Oops.
my seat.
Spoiler alert, it ends with him giving up his seat at the Michelle Pfeiffer character's funeral.
Oh
But
my god.
If he gives up his seat
It all comes
slower
together.
than 50 miles an hour, the train explodes.
Right. It all comes together like the Marvel universe.
Right.
Robin Williams.
Love him. But
Jack
he does
Black.
have, Robin Williams does have, well, when he was alive, I'm sure, did have some enemies in the comedy world.
Really?
People said he wasn't funny.
People said that a little bit of he did these stream of thought kind of acts, and some of other people's material might slide in a little bit. I don't think it was his fault, but he, every now and then, he would just keep going, and some stuff that he remembered would come in. So he was a little bit accused of that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I think he's universally loved.
Here's
That
the
was a
thing.
sad one.
Yeah, that was a
I know
big
his
one.
passing
That
was so
sucked.
sad.
I remember exactly where I was. That sucked.
Oh.
Up until Betty White's thing, it was the saddest thing that I feel happened
Right.
to us since 9/11.
That was a rough one. That was a terrible one.
Yeah.
Who was the next one?
The thing with Robin Williams, though, quickly, if I do Jerry Seinfeld's material, you can laugh at it. If I do Robin Williams material, it would not be funny.
No, it has to be coming from him.
Oh,
It
I
has
don't
to
think.
come from him.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You don't think Robin Williams is funny?
No,
Or
I
s-
think he's funny, but I don't think.
Well, Seinfeld, Chappelle, Chris Rock, I can do
Oh,
Bill
you- like,
Burr.
okay.
I can give you jokes from them, and you'd be like, "That's fucking hysterical." If I gave you a Robin Williams bit, you'd be like,
You mean like he has to do it?
"It's got to come from him."
It's his timing. It's his everything.
Yeah.
His voice.
Jack Black. Everybody loves Jack Black.
Gotta
I
love
feel.
Jack Black.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one. Tom Hanks.
Of
Yep.
course.
Mm-hmm.
Cher.
Ah.
You gotta love Cher, but I don't think everybody loves Cher.
Who hates Cher though? I don't know. There's not a
She's
lot of Cher
very
haters.
left.
Oh,
I
really?
think
Is that
the
right?
right is not very a huge fan.
I feel like you're abscond. That you can't even count that for unless you're like a Susan Sarandon or somebody who's so.
Oh, I don't think she's that. Yeah, she's not that level,
outspoken. Yeah,
but she's all over Twitter.
LeVar Burton.
Love LeVar Burton.
People wanted him to get that Jeopardy so bad,
Oh,
I don't know why that didn't happen, but sure.
and they gave it to a misogynistic piece of shit.
Man.
Last one. Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh yeah, they
Okay.
do love him.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I can't think of anybody who would not love him.
Yeah,
And he's adorable. Come on.
is he?
Yeah, when he was younger. So
And I like his stuff. He has good movies.
Remember the 5th of November.
Yes.
People love to hate on their governments, and this is definitely one of those. Do you guys remember? Well, I guess this was made famous by V for Vendetta, but this was also
The French. What was it?
The guy's
I
name was David something. I just had it and I closed it by accident.
Yeah, I
That's what she
saw
said.
V for Vendetta, and I just can't remember the whole story with
I'm
November
gonna
5th.
need to watch that movie again because I thought it was good, but then I fell asleep.
Okay, my favorite part. One of my favorite moments in movies, period,
Oh,
came from that movie. One of the best scenes ever is when I forget who she was in the movie, but he walks into her room. She wakes up.
Natalie Portman.
No, no, not Natalie Portman. It was an older lady, and they're talking. She's talking to V, and they're going on and on about what's happening and this and that. And she looks at him and she goes, "Are you going to kill me?" And he goes, "I killed you 5 minutes ago when you were sleeping." Because he had
oh,
injected her already. She had yet to die. I thought that was the most badass way.
Well, thanks for ruining it.
Yeah.
Come on,
Spoiler alert.
you've seen the movie though, haven't you?
Not
I don't-
everybody watching has.
I don't remember it at all.
That was the best.
I
I
don't.
killed you 5 minutes ago, and he's still fucking talking to her. Stayed there to talk to her. I just thought that was so. I don't know. I've never seen anything like that in movies since. I gotta remember, Frank. Write that down because we're gonna put that in the
Got
new
it.
movie. They're gonna be like, one of the kids is gonna be like, "Are you gonna help me to read?" And she's gonna be like, "I helped you to read 5 minutes ago."
Boom. Mic
Um,
drop.
Yeah. All right. It doesn't matter. Who cares anymore? I don't. Do you care what the story was?
Not really. It's November 5th.
It was a revolution.
Move on.
It was in V for
That's it.
Vendetta.
Yeah.
Moving
Watch
on.
the movie.
A woman gets a tattoo gets a tattoo of her partner's name a week before they break up. I don't know. Jason, that's the story.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
I'm assuming he broke up with her.
Yeah,
What happened? She got it on her back or something?
she got it on her back, like on her spine, like his name down her spine.
Wow.
Holy shit.
What's his name?
Oh, you know what's funny? I don't know what it is. Oh, I
'Cause-
didn't see.
See if we cover it up somehow.
I hope it wasn't Alexander or something like that because
Yeah.
that's fucking painful as shit. Hopefully it was Tom.
Tom would be good.
No, there was more than like 4 or 5 letters. So yeah,
Yikes.
imagine. Well, this is
That-
why.
Tattoo breakup. I'm looking it up.
But isn't this
Yeah.
also why like people like have babies like to try and like save relationships? Is like this is like the same like that grand last gesture.
Holy
to
crap. I'm sorry, Anthony, but what did you say before?
Alexander?
That's the name.
Is it the name?
This is the exact name.
All right, full disclosure though, she did send me the thing. I forgot. So maybe it was subconsciously in
All
my
right.
head. That's why I said it.
Because that would have been a weird freaking coincidence. But there
No,
it
but
is.
that's not. Oh, it is. It's backwards in this.
It's
Okay.
backwards. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Okay.
that was in my subconscious. Had to be.
There it is. Alexander on the screen.
I don't know, Anthony, because isn't it backwards when I sent it to you or no?
It was backwards. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't
That
even. To
sucks.
be honest with you, I didn't even really read it. I really didn't even read it, but
What do you do?
I must have subconsciously read it.
You got to get
Wow.
that removed, or you got to put a big black bar over it. You know, make maybe like a
I think you're gonna say something else. but
cross
okay.
or something.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
What do you?
I don't know. I knocked something out of my shit here.
How professional.
You know, she's definitely not doing doggy with another guy for a while.
What if she finds a guy named Alexander?
Right.
That's really it.
Yeah.
That's the only way you could you imagine how's it going with Shirley? It's fucking great. We only have missionary. I don't know what it is with her, but
As long as she keeps a shirt on, she should be fine.
Right.
But I always wondered if you wanted to get a tattoo covered up or removed, like if I had a tattoo right here and I wanted to cover it up, wouldn't I just get a tattoo of my skin color over it?
No, it doesn't really work that way though.
Why not? Just tattoo my skin, like, you know, and just right over it. Cover it up with a tattoo of my skin continued over it.
Like I was gonna do my husband's name on my body someplace. Yeah, that's not happening. After reading this, I was like, yeah, okay, bye.
This article really stopped you?
Yeah, it really did because I was like,
you needed
what?
this article to tell you.
I needed
not to
this
do-
specific one.
Okay. Alexander, that's a tough one. And she was, I think, 21 years old. Kids,
Kids
Wait.
don't do this at home.
wait till you're married for a while. If you're gonna do that, if you're
Hang
gonna
on.
get your
Hang on.
What?
You've had 3 children with your fucking husband, and you won't. You won't get
This
a-
article changed her mind.
Yeah.
A
Kids,
21-year-old
kids are one
breaks up.
thing, but tattoos feel a bit too permanent.
It's true. It's true.
Your volume's a little low, Ant, but
Is it low? I did something. I knew
you
it.
did. So you messed it up something over there.
Hey. I don't know what's going. I can hear myself.
We hear you, but it's a little low. But yeah, tattoos are. I mean, nowadays, I guess they're not permanent anymore. You see these videos of people getting that laser. It looks like they're removing it, but I don't know how good that comes out.
I don't know. All I know is if you get your husband's name or wife's name, that's love. Or boyfriend's.
I mean, that's commitment. That's a good one. I mean, I don't have any tattoos at all. You have tattoos. Anthony doesn't have any tattoos. But yeah, that's big time. I mean,
When are we going to get a matching AOA tattoo? Anthony, you're not into tattoos.
First of all, am I better now? I think I got it back.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I would love a fucking AOA tattoo. That would be one thing. Second thing, I do not have any tattoos.
Right.
I want tattoos. I want to get some. My family, everything, all that stuff. I just never found, and now I'm starting to feel like I'm never going to get to it, but I feel like I still am. I just want to love something.
Yeah.
Wow.
I already know my next
Your
one.
wife
so
is so insulted.
And I just don't love my wife or children.
as much as you thought.
No, I mean, I want to like love the design. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
You want me to design your tattoo for you?
I would do that maybe. I feel like I would be, here's the other thing with me too. If I got a tattoo, I feel like it would be like 3 to 5 years in the making. Like I would just have to be with it.
Just live with it for a while, but get used to that image, seeing that image all the time.
Wow.
Yeah, because somebody once told me, somebody said to me, I feel like it was a cousin of mine who had a lot of tattoos and regretted them. He said to me, if you want a tattoo, get it, like put the drawing up and put it somewhere where you're going to look at it every single day for a year. And he was like, if you're still in love with it after a year, then go get it.
That's good advice.
And that kind of like stuck with me. But I've never seen anything, and I've looked at tattoos, I've looked at artwork. I've never seen anything where I'm like, that's it. And it's been even more, so as I've grown and evolved, I've decided that I want, like the family is the most important thing to me. So I want to get the family, but I don't want like my wife and kids' name in script in a fucking, like I don't want any of those like typical
What else is there?
things.
Unless you get a
Typical
realistic
man
image
tattoo.
of their faces.
Or I
That's
thought about
creepy.
I don't want their faces either. I feel like that
never comes out unless
Never
you get
comes
someone
out good.
really good.
Plus, there's not. It's not a lot of this is all just gonna get worse.
You're not
So,
wearing a bunch of tank tops showing
Yeah.
off the guns.
Yeah. It's just gonna get older and saggier. I don't want people are gonna be like, oh, that's a cute dog. Be like, oh, that was my son 20 years ago when I got
No,
the fucking tattoo. Now it looks like a
You get it on your
bulldog.
calf.
Yeah.
Your calf
Yeah.
doesn't age. It doesn't age as badly as your arms. and
I
stuff.
know
Oh,
this guy
go
who
ahead.
got. This is embarrassing. I know this guy who got Jesus tattooed on his calf.
Oh,
and it's
God.
just so.
I'm a fan of that. I think it's good.
It's. I mean,
Oh,
it's embarrassing.
It's
I
like,
hate.
oh,
He's
I love
talking about my
Jesus.
brother.
Look at me.
Everyone.
I look at me. I love God,
I hate to be
and
seen with him, but
religion,
He has
and crosses.
Mary on his back too, about this big.
yeah, he's got Frank's brother is a walking Stations of the Cross.
Can I can I be honest?
They're great
If-
tattoos. They look really good.
If I didn't have like a professional job setting, and now I don't even know if that actually even matters anymore, I think that I would get a full sleeve tattoo.
I thought that's what you were gonna say.
I
What-
really would. I think
What kind of
I
design? What would it be?
it would be all different ones.
Do you
The
have
old-
any tattoos? Oh, you do.
Yeah.
You have the. You have. You have
Yeah, your
the.
daughter.
Mhm.
I forget. I love your husband's tattoo.
Yeah,
Aren't
Yeah.
they the
I
same?
like.
I thought they were the same.
No, her husband has the
He has
waves like the.
the moon,
Oh, right.
the the sonogram,
Right.
wave
Yeah.
in a moon
Right.
on his arm. But I mean, he never wears tank tops really. In the summer, not really. So,
Yeah. I love
but
that.
I if I had a different job, I definitely think I would have done that.
A full on sleeve. Okay,
Hmm.
but is that the only tattoo that you have?
It is, but I'm getting more
Okay.
So you'd get a sleeve,
in
just
the very near future.
all different images.
Yeah. You know what I really like? You're gonna laugh at this. Of course you are. I love the like Halloween movie character tattoos. I saw amazing ones. He's looking at him, he's like, come on,
Halloween
Jenny.
movie. What?
Like Freddy Krueger,
Michael Myers, the whole
Michael
thing.
Myers,
Wait, tattoos
Jason.
of the characters?
Yes. And they
Like
were amazing.
realistic looking faces
Yeah.
and stuff.
Bride of Frankenstein, like just crazy detailed ones, which I love.
And you would want those permanently marked on your arm.
I saw that. I was like, oh my God, I have to get this. Yep. There's a lot that I want, but
Hey, there are people that get that stuff, but I
That's
didn't think
crazy.
I didn't
That's
think
nuts.
that was up your alley. I didn't,
I know.
That's
But
a big. Those are big tattoos
Mhm.
because in order to look accurate, they have
Let
to
me
be
ask you
big.
this. Would you get, I mean, you name the person, Britney Spears or whoever, somebody that you love, would you get, if you got to meet them and they signed your arm, would you get a tattoo of their signature?
oh yeah, I think I would. I think I would.
That's kind of cool.
I would want her to write "It's Britney, bitch" on my arm.
I was gonna say there's no point in asking Frank. It's Metallica or George Lucas. We get it. Who would you get? Would you really get Britney Spears or would you get somebody else?
I would probably get her. I would. I mean, I'd have to really think and see.
See,
But
as
yours
much,
would be
else?
Dave Matthews.
as much as I love Dave Matthews, no, I don't know if I would
You
commit
would.
to that.
But you're not a tattoo guy, so that's the whole thing.
Well, no, we're saying if I'm not a tattoo guy either, but if we're saying if there was anybody that you would get it for,
A lot of people get the. Have you ever seen the Fire Dancer from Dave Matthews?
no.
There's a symbol. I honestly, as big. Of
The classic Dave Matthews.
yeah.
symbol. Yeah,
as
yeah.
big of a fan I am, I don't even know how this came to fruition. The Fire Dancer, but that kind of intrigues me. Like I do love the Fire Dancer.
Yeah, it's a symbol of the band. Sure.
Not only for a symbol of the band, but it's also like when I look at the Fire Dancer, I see it's intriguing to me of like what are they dancing? Like what is this person doing right now and what are they, that's the Fire Dancer for anybody
Mhm.
who doesn't kind of know. I'll tell you who else I have always loved too, and I don't know if I would get a tattoo on this person, but I've been intrigued with them forever. Coco Pelli. Have you know the story of Coco Pelli?
No. What is that? Who is that?
Let me see if I can find it. Coco Pelli was when I was traveling out west. I came across Coco Pelli for the first time, and I wound up buying a bunch of stuff. It's like this guy playing a flute.
Is that a Dave Matthews thing?
It's not a Dave Matthews thing. I don't know if it's a Native American thing or just kind of like this Americana Midwest thing, but there's like a whole story and lore behind Coco Pelli, who would go around and play his magical flute and pretty much smoke weed.
That's what she said.
Bless you.
I could play a magical flute.
Thank you. And that's like this old tale. Like he would play this flute and it would intrigue people, but he was kind of probably just giving them all weed or just blowing weed in their face. I don't even know what it was.
Oh, I like this. Where is
So
this
that's
again?
what you would get?
Coco Pelli. He had this air and this mystique about him, and I don't know. I just find it an intriguing symbol. I just, there's like, I mean, like, come on, like this, especially that colorful one right there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Kind of looks cool.
See, if I was going to get any kind of Metallica, that would probably be the classic. That's the Metallica symbol.
That's cool. But I also feel like you got to be able to defend yourself at a biker bar. If you're gonna go that tattoo.
Yeah, because I'm always in biker bars. That's me. Either that or I forget what they call him. They have a name for this
Biker
guy.
bars named Ramrod.
They have a name
Yeah.
for that guy. I forget his name. I probably wouldn't get the middle finger, but other than that,
Nah, that should be
No,
a
that's
sticker on your backpack when you're 14.
yeah, that's true.
Not a
I'm
tattoo.
having an allergy attack.
What does
Alright.
that mean? Do you
Is it-
need me to call an ambulance?
You need a Claritin or
No,
an EpiPen.
something just bothered me here. Could hear my eyes are starting to itch.
Well, there's a cricket on your shoulder. Is that
No!
Is that
Frank, you prick.
Okay,
Speaking
listen to
of,
this.
Oh, don't show me the. Oh, she's gone.
Oh, I was just going to
Good.
read her this Cocopelli thing.
No, she's gone. She was going to show us probably a dead cricket or one stuck to a glue trap or something.
Oh,
I don't want to see that shit.
Let's see. Oh, what the fuck?
See, I don't want to see that. Stop it. Get off of that.
How do you say this word? Deities.
DEI. I have no idea. Why? What is it?
Cocopelli.
Deities. Deities? Probably like a god, like
Or Deity. Deity?
deity.
Isn't it deity?
Deity.
He's a fertility deity, usually depicted as a flute player with feathers or antenna. In Native American cultures in the southwestern United States, like most fertility deities, Cocopelli presides over both childbirth and agriculture.
Oh,
He is also a trickster and represents the spirit of music.
He's got a lot on his plate.
Yeah.
He's doing too much.
oh my God! Someone's screaming upstairs. Hold on a minute.
Among the Hopi, Cocopelli carries unborn children on his back and distributes them to women. For this reason, young girls often fear him.
What religion is this?
But this is just tales, myths, stories.
Yeah.
But the one I remember was he would walk around and play his flute and people would be...
Wow, Janine, just throw that microphone right down.
No, she's got
Don't worry
kids.
about that.
She's got to deal with the kids.
There's a problem, sure, of course. But yeah, that's a weird one. I mean, I don't know. I would get either Metallica, maybe a crucifix, something like that, cross.
All right, we got to wrap it up, Frank. Last one. 3 best bad guys trending on Twitter Friday. Who are the best villains in the Batman universe?
Can we all agree Joker and move on from that? And then...
So I will say how this got proposed was besides the Joker and Harley Quinn, which are they even the two top?
Joker is the top, but I don't know about Harley Quinn. I mean, I guess you put him as one, as a team.
Maybe because Harley Quinn is right now, but this came from Gail Simone, who posed the question, okay, if you can't mention the Joker or Harley Quinn, so she's not saying they're the best,
Right.
but if you can't mention Joker or Harley Quinn, who are your 3 favorite Bat villains? Any era, any medium, just your 3 faves.
Well, there's the 4 classics that are always the top 4, and then there's the offshoots.
All right, give me the 4 classics.
The 4 classics are the Joker, but then you got Penguin, Riddler, and Catwoman are the basic ones that are always the most popular, I would say. Then you got the offshoots like Two-Face, Mr. Freeze, which I happen to like. Two-Face and Mr. Freeze. I think they're great.
Are you tapping out, Janine? You don't have to stay for this.
I am. Yeah, all I heard was Frank get really animated and excited. He's like sweating and like, I am going to leave because
okay, go ahead.
I have to figure out something.
You got stuff to take care of.
You've got crickets.
Yeah, and thank you.
Go ahead.
Thanks for caring about my allergy attack.
Yes. Are you okay?
Everything's okay?
We'll see. Text me in 5 minutes. Bye.
Oh,
well, here's the thing. I would feel more concerned if it wasn't for the fact that your husband's allergic to peanuts and you go around buying lots of snacks with peanuts in them.
I'll fucking read the label. What can I tell you? Bye.
It's fucked up. It's messed up.
J-Sabs, everybody. There she goes. I'll
So
have to kill
I like
her
Two-Face.
husband with a fucking Snickers bar. Go ahead, Frank.
I like Two-Face. He was great. Politician. With the
Which Two-Face?
evil.
Tommy Lee Jones or comic book Two-Face?
Either comic book, but I like what's his name. Aaron
Or the new
Eckhart
one.
was great.
Aaron Eckhart. Okay, yeah, I forgot about him for a second.
He was amazing. Too short of a existence. I think he should have stuck around a little more
Mm-hmm.
because he was an awesome role. I mean, they're all good. There's so many. But I like Mr. Freeze from the animated series, Batman,
I
from the
mean, not
90s.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's portrayal.
Ugh. And literally, I don't know. I haven't watched that one in a long time, but I feel like if you watch it, literally every single line is a one-liner. It's like
Chill.
every line. I don't think there's a single line spoken by him that isn't a
Fucking
pun,
Yeah.
and it's ridiculous. But I
He,
like
he fathered a child with his housekeeper or whatever behind his wife's back,
okay.
and still Mr. Freeze was the worst thing that man ever did.
You see,
Yeah.
that's how bad it was.
Yes.
But I like Mr. Freeze from the animated series. He was awesome.
Outside of 9/11, his portrayal of Mr. Freeze
Oh,
is the
God.
worst thing that ever happened to this country.
Man,
Third time? Did I get it on the
send
third
the letters.
time?
Send the letters this way.
I said outside of 9/11. I'm just
There
saying.
were other things that happened to America.
Worse than that Mr. Freeze movie?
I mean, it's arguable.
All right, go ahead.
So let's see. I always liked, and it's never portrayed right. And again, the animated series did it the best. Was Killer Croc. Killer Croc.
I don't
was
even know
awesome.
who the fuck that is.
I know. You ever see? Did you watch not Justice League? Suicide Squad.
No.
All right, he's in that.
Okay,
Not very well done.
Did you watch both the Suicide Squad movies?
Yes.
Okay, my son is obsessed. Should I let him watch those? I don't think so. I haven't let him. I said no.
Definitely not the second one.
I let him watch all the Marvel movies. He can handle all of those.
Okay. Now, the first one, just for the fact that it's a terrible movie, it's pretty bad.
Why did everybody love it then?
I don't know. Did everybody love it? I think it was just popular because that's
I
what
don't know. I saw it and I didn't love it. I thought
No,
this is
it's not that good.
this kind of stinks.
The second one was okay, but it's a lot of cursing and like a lot. John Cena is very graphic in this movie.
Really?
And there's a lot of in the first one they kill a lot of like alien looking things. In this one they kill a lot of like people explode and shit.
Yeah, see, I can't love it.
Just a lot of that.
I told him because he sees it on the thing. He likes to look through the movies and stuff, so he sees the poster. He's like, I want to watch Suicide Squad. And he says it's so cute. He's like, Suicide Squad? And like he says it like that.
Suicide Squad.
And I go, he's like, can I watch this? And I said no. And he said, why?
Go ahead.
He goes, why not? And I said, because it's not for kids. And he goes, but Dad, he goes, you let me watch a lot of movies. It's not for kids. And I said, that's true. And he's like, because I'm not scared. That's why, right? I go, yes, because you're not scared. So I let you watch the movies. He said, so why can't I watch Suicide Squad? I said, because it's not made for you. It's made for older people.
Yeah, this one has like a sexy scene with Harley Quinn.
Really?
And and John Cena is very graphic, and he just like kills a lot of people in a very brutal way.
And my kid is 6, so he goes, it's for older kids. I go, yeah, it's for older kids. He goes, I think I'm gonna watch Suicide Squad when I'm 7. I'm like, no, it doesn't work like that.
That's
goes,
older.
But I'll be older.
That's true. He's got you there. Your Honor, I rest my case. So, who are your favorite Bat villains?
All right. First of all, I hate to be fucking cliche here, but Heath Ledger as Joker is
the best.
Not only the greatest performance of a Bat villain, but one of the greatest performances of fucking all time.
Yeah. No, he was amazing.
Like, and I hate going along with popular opinion. I don't say I hate it. I usually don't, but I've watched that movie again recently and tried to find a flaw in that fucking thing, and it was just great.
Amazing. He was amazing.
So that I think is one. And on that note, and I feel like maybe this is part of the new movie. I haven't really seen I saw something with the trailer. They have never done the Riddler right. Never. Jim Carrey was great, but it was too over the top and slapsticky.
Yeah,
I feel like if you gave the Riddler the Joker treatment like they've done in with Heath Ledger and with the other guy there, Joaquin Phoenix, if you gave the Riddler a psychotic, I don't give a fuck kind of treatment, I feel like that could be amazing.
Yeah, dark. That's what they should do. They make like the Joel Schumacher movies They're all so comic booky and campy, and it was very.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. They should do the treatment that, like, they didn't touch the Riddler in the Nolan films.
And after Nolan did such an awesome job with it, and then what Joaquin Phoenix did with his Joker, like, I mean, come on now. And now that the new Batman is Batman's kind of not a great guy in this new Batman.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the Riddler is in it too because they make reference to it.
Riddler and the Penguin. It looks like. I don't know about
Right.
who else is in it.
Right. Like now's the time to give that psychotic, just leaving clues behind,
Mm-hmm.
sort of a villain. Like, I mean, I feel like everybody would love, like, people who love, like, murder mysteries and, true
They could
crime
really-
podcasts or so. Like, that would have such a huge audience if they did it that way.
I agree. Riddler would be great. And I liked, I think his name was Frank Gorshin, I think. The original Riddler from like the 70s, 60s with Adam West. Back in the Cesar Romero was
Cesar
the
Romero
Joker.
was Joker. Right. Yep.
Julie Newmar, Julie Newmar, I think was the Catwoman and all that.
Yeah,
He was a good Riddler, but again, he was very goofy and comic booky.
And like
Yeah.
no jumpsuit, no question mark suit paraphernalia at all.
Yeah.
I don't mind if he leaves question marks as his like calling card thing, carving them into something or whatever. But
Yeah, no, I hear you.
I don't know. I think that would be great. Out of the other one, I don't know. I don't really like. I did kind of like Bane too. I liked Bane's.
Bane was good.
Again,
The newer one, the Nolan one.
Yeah, it's this similar. I hate to be cliche again because I feel like Bane is the same thing as what's the guy from Marvel? We're gonna burn it all down and start it all over again. Thanos. It's kind of the same thing, like
Yeah, that's true. But Bane, his thing was just chaos, and there was no. The end was just let's have there's no law and order, just whatever,
Yeah.
start over. Thanos was let's cut the population in half.
Right. Which felt weird for Bane because Bane, even in the comic books, was never anything more than just like a muscle-bound freak that followed the rules.
From what I get,
that followed like Poison. And then he was in the Batman. He was with Poison Ivy. Remember?
Yeah, he was just a mindless whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know how fleshed out he was in the comics. I'm not 100% on Bane.
Yeah.
He could have been a little more, but I don't know. Whether he just walked around yelling Bane or something, I really don't remember.
But people are saying Ra's al Ghul, which I don't think so.
The guy who taught Batman, maybe, but
Yeah.
he was a little too human for me, a little too realistic.
Yeah.
I want a guy that looks like a penguin, or a guy with half his face blown off. Give me that.
Scarecrow totally sucked until the Christopher Nolan
Yeah, I mean,
portrayal.
I think they could have cast someone a little better. I like him. I forget his name.
He's got a great weirdo name. Yeah.
Yeah, he was good, but I think like an Adrian Brody, even though he's not very popular, he has that thin, gaunt look, that scarecrowish, and he could have pulled that off a little better. But I like, Scarecrow's cool, making everybody freaking shit their pants. That's a great one.
Yeah.
What about, this is the animated series, and I think the comics, Clayface.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
There's a guy made of clay that could like mold himself into whatever, into anything. It's basically Mystique from X-Men.
Basically Mystique.
Yeah.
And then I gotta say Catwoman. I feel like just Catwoman is so.
I mean, yeah, iconic, sure.
Great.
What about Poison Ivy?
I like Poison Ivy's gimmick of like that gas, kind of a deal, but I don't know.
Yeah. I still think Two-Face and Mr. Freeze is so badass. And not to be, no pun intended here, but he's very cold and calculating. He's just, I'm on a mission. Fuck you. I'm freezing you. I'm going through.
Wasn't it? Didn't he lose his wife or something? And then
he's a scientist. Yeah. And his wife was sick. He was looking for a cure. His fucking thing, everything exploded. It screwed him up. He still has to find a cure for his wife, but he's all effed up now, and he can only stay alive in freezing temperatures.
Yeah.
and he's just on a mission, and he's like, I don't care what I got to do. Like, so his cause is good. So he's trying to find a cure for this thing and save his wife, but he becomes a criminal to do it.
Right. I like that. That's a good fucking story.
That's a good story.
Character.
That's a good one.
He's never been portrayed well because it's hard to do that in a non-goofy way.
It is.
I swear to God, something that sticks with me forever. In the Adam West Batman, there's an episode with Mr. Freeze where he captures Batman and Robin, and he puts him in this room, and like at first, like the whole room is like regular temperature, warm, and you could tell because like the floor is like red. And then as the time goes on, the red squares turn blue and they get smaller and smaller and like they get this tiny space.
Looks like we're done for now, Robin.
They gotta get out. Yeah, they're like down to one space. They're like hugging each other. It's like if they step into the space, they'll freeze to death. It's so fucking stupid.
I know. The best portrayal was, again, I don't know if you've ever watched it, but when I was growing up in the 90s, the animated series, and it's on HBO now, the animated series.
Yeah.
It's great. I mean, even nowadays, it's watchable. I watched a bunch of them not too long ago, and they hold up. Mark Hamill does the voice of the Joker. I mean,
I feel like
great.
that kept Mark Hamill from being like a Hollywood cliche.
What do you mean?
The fact that he did the Joker, the voice of the Joker.
Oh, that was huge.
That kept him from just being the one-hit wonder of Star Wars. You know?
I mean, he did a lot of cartoon voices, but the Joker was his biggest.
A ton. Yeah, a ton. Here's the thing. Whoever you're picking, you know, as far as the Bat villains go, you're right, correct. Jumpstart coffee. Batman would be shit without a good cup of Jumpstart coffee, and everybody knows that. Bruce Wayne, big fan of Jumpstart Coffee Company. 15% off with the promo code AOA15. Click the link in the description of this episode, whether you're watching or listening on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube and you haven't hit the thumbs up or subscribed, you are stealing comedy and journalism.
Sons of...
Shame on you.
How dare you?
Same thing on Facebook. You should be following us on Facebook as well. We just crossed another milestone of numbers. I don't say what the numbers are. I just tell you when we crossed the milestone.
Hey, look at us.
We appreciate that. Thank you to all our supporters who are just clicking the link in the description to send money right along to us every single month. Where that list is growing, which is tremendous.
You know what I think is unbelievable to me? I mean, I so appreciate the fans that are local and close, but the fact that people all around the world are watching and listening, it just blows my mind.
Yeah,
it's unreal. We get comments from people in Europe and Australia. It's unbelievable. It's really cool.
I love the people that are like, there's no better way to start my day with this podcast, because they are literally waking up to it.
Yeah.
When it's kind of a late night podcast where we are.
Yeah. No, it's nighttime here.
Yeah. 100%, Frank. I'm totally with you. And I love that we're representing the United States to people all over the
world. Maybe read a book before you to get your knowledge.
No,
better.
This is it. This is America right here.
Right. Yeah, here we are.
If I could borrow from my famous friend Childish Gambino, this is America right here. This is it.
This is it. This is us.
Yeah. 15% off Jumpstart Coffee Company. Order with the link in the description. Again, if you'd like to contribute to the podcast monthly, link in the description for that as well. And to everybody who's been purchasing merchandise, thank you so much.
Merchandise.
Guess where the link for the merchandise is, Frank?
Above?
No.
Oh, it's below. Damn.
In the description.
Okay, below.
I'd like to get the description on the side for once. So I'd like to. I got a meeting with Zuckerberg and see if we can flesh that out.
See what you can pull. See if pull some strings.
Yeah.
Which side?
I don't know.
You see?
Because if I put it on the left, all the Trumpies are going to be upset, and if I put it on the right, we'll get canceled.
Who's our left or their left?
Ooh. I can put it in the middle. Click the video. Click
our
with
faces.
the audio.
Yeah. Click my nose for the stupid thing. Now, I know just because we mentioned, I don't know what brought this up, but it's a stupid topic that I just wanted to mention. I heard a rumor, Mel Brooks, they're making History of the World Part 2 finally.
Is that right?
Yeah, after like 40 years. which is incredible. I know. I forget why. Oh, merchandising. When you said merchandising, that made me think of Spaceballs.
Merchandising.
Yeah, which made me think of Mel Brooks. But he's what, 95, 96?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
he's gonna make it. He's
Yeah. I'd like to
unbelievable.
get Mel Brooks on the Johnny Cash diet, meaning like Johnny Cash recorded 40 fucking albums in his like last year of existence. They kind of come out every now and then.
Just hammer them out, man.
Just make
squeeze
movies.
every drop of talent we can
Yeah,
out of Mel Brooks before we lose him,
we need
because
it.
he's an American treasure.
Because the day we lose him will be the worst day since 9/11.
Since right.
Yeah.
I'm sensing a theme in this show, and I'm not digging it. Letters
not
this way.
Taking anything away from 9/11. I don't know why you feel that way. I'm just saying there's got to be a second. There's got to be a second.
Pearl Harbor?
Well, since though.
Oh, since.
That precludes everything that came before.
2016. No, never mind. I didn't say it.
He's consistent. You got to appreciate that.
I didn't say it.
Yeah.
I insult him a little bit.
All right, that's it for us. We're out of here. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Again, our last video is kind of catching a little viral wave, so share that around if you can. We'd appreciate that. Or this episode. Thank you so much for everything. Oh, I got this Frankie in here. We got a great clone Bernie Sanders. I love that. Great pal of the show on Twitter. Yeah. Crown Royal peach flavored whiskey.
I could see that. I feel like that should have been done already. How is that just coming out?
Recommended for product testing. Is this a new thing?
I don't know.
Peach?
I thought you were saying it's a new thing. I'll try it.
It looks pretty good. I'll tell you what I love about Crown Royal.
Crown.
This I respect about them greatly. No, whoops, that was almost bad. They put everything in that little bag that they got.
I see you got a nice little pouch with it too.
I appreciate the pouch.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Classy.
Now, Metallica didn't play music through this whiskey, and then thus
then I'm out.
Put their Metallica-ness into it. Are you still willing to try? You're out? You won't do it now?
Nope. Unless I could blast the shit out of it with Metallica music.
Yeah. There you go.
I want to taste it before and after. Before they blast it, and then after they blast it.
Yeah, you should do that. I like exposing bullshit too. That's a good idea. All right, we'll throw this on the list. Maybe I'll pick this up and we'll try the peach.
How expensive? Whiskey. I'm going to be down like $50 for this.
I'll get it. I'll get it and I'll share it around.
No, you don't have to do that.
What if it sucks?
Then we're stuck with a bottle of sucky whiskey.
Oh wait,
but she recommends, right?
Clone.
Or he recommends.
Yeah, I'm assuming. Let me see the picture.
Clone Bernie Sanders recommends.
Yeah, it looks like a dude. A recommended product for testing on the rocks straight. Hang on. Is that a recommend for the product or just a recommend for product testing?
What's the difference?
One is an endorsement for the product and one is like, you guys should try it.
You should try it, not me. Like, should try it out. Like, we're the guinea pigs?
Well, like he didn't say you should try this. It's really good. On the rocks straight. He did give it. He gave a taste emoji. Okay.
No. Oh, like so on the rocks or straight, they're both good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it doesn't sound on bad. The rocks straight, like nothing added to it. No.
Oh! I thought it was like neat. That's the word. Okay. So on the rocks, nothing in it. Got it. It sounds like it would be good. I can't. The shit we've tried on this show. That's probably better than most of the stuff we've tried.
We haven't done a product testing in a while. In fact, I'll tell you why. I bought a bag of Doritos to do product testing, and I just keep forgetting to do it.
I'm gonna product test this Reese's peanut butter cup right after we get off the air.
That's bullshit. No, they have puffed Doritos.
You have them with you?
They're downstairs. I can't do it now.
You see,
we didn't front sell it next week. But I always like it when you guys get it. So
I got to get some. Yeah, all right. So tell me what it is. Send me a picture of it.
I'll send you a picture.
I'll go pick it up.
I'll say maybe we should pre-promote this. Maybe I will tweet this out or put it on Instagram.
And do it Monday, maybe.
And we'll do it next Friday. We'll give everybody a chance to get it, and we'll all try it together at the same time.
What is it called? It's just because it's puffed, or is it like a different flavor?
I think it's a different flavor and puffed.
Ooh.
I feel like we just created. I feel like we've just done for junk food what Oprah did for books.
Did we?
I think so. Like, you know how she's at the Oprah Book Club, she says a book and then everybody goes out and gets it. Maybe this is our thing. Like we pick a product and we all go out and try it together at the same time. And then give a reaction to it.
That would be good. I mean,
we might have something there.
That could be something. Could we put a little sticker on it? Like Oprah does? She puts a little Oprah Book of the Month.
Well, I think, well, if it's endorsed, right? Yeah,
Right.
People, then they start reprinting the book going, oh, it's part of the Oprah Book Club.
I don't think we have that kind of pull yet.
Not yet. We
We'll
just came up with the idea 3 minutes ago. I don't think, let's do it a couple times and see where it goes.
I'm in. So we'll promote it for a week. Give people at home a chance to pick up the product if you want. Or you can just watch us and get the feedback first.
We have to look. Okay, please comment below, tweet at us, email us, whatever. We have to look and see if there's like a shared rating system.
Well, we could start one.
I don't know. We need an app or something like where, I mean, because
we could on our site, on the website.
Yeah, but everybody can comment on it. But I want it to be like a book club where everybody can put in their own rating out of 10 or 5 or whatever. And then we have an overall Anthony on Air,
like a Rotten Tomatoes
score, right? Like a score, everybody's score, not just what we think. What everybody, here's what we collectively think as our own little.
I'm sure we could
community.
add that to like that. That seems like an easy, just like a vote.
Look.
You know how you on Twitter you could vote for stuff and the percentage goes up, or
right.
Like, do you like this? Yes or no? Yes goes up, no goes down.
Right, but we need more than a yes or no. We need to be able to put a score in.
Right.
And give it, or out of 100, maybe we need to be able to give it.
Well, that's what it would be, 100%.
A score.
The score would be whatever the yeses are. If the yeses are 80%, then the score is 80.
I disagree.
Why?
That's a poll. That's
You're
not
a poll.
A score.
It's a score.
Did you say you're a poll?
I said you're a poll.
No, that's a score because that's a percentage of people who like it. I want everybody's individual rating to give a weight to the overall score.
Well, yeah. So everybody's. Oh, okay. Okay, I got you.
You know what I mean?
Not just yes or no.
Not just 90% of fans like it.
It would have to be a scale of 1 to 10 or whatever.
Or 100. It could be still 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, it's all right. We could do that. I don't know how, but we can do it.
Yeah, we got to find something that'll do that. Again, if people already know of it, if they're like, oh, I've seen people use this, send it to us so we can use it too. Yeah,
that'd be good. Yeah, we'll put whatever products we test out. Why not?
Yeah, I think that would be fun.
Love it.
That's kind of a better way to do product testing. I mean, we won't be able to do every single one of them like that, but
well, to start out, it's a good way to kick it off and see how it goes.
Yeah, I don't know if we could do it with alcohol, but with some of the other things, it might be a fun little thing to do.
It with alcohol. Why can't we do it with alcohol?
I'll tell you what I would love to do is get our aforementioned international friends to send us like snacks and candies from
around the world. That's cool.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
Because I always you ever see that shit? They're like, look at this Japanese candy, and I'm like, fuck, I want to get that.
I had a person I know traveled to China and brought back. They have all these different flavor Kit Kats. And there's like green tea Kit Kats and all these weird ones that I've never heard before, and they're good. They have all these different
green
flavors.
Tea Kit Kat because the wafer goes really. That's like a
They were good. I enjoyed them.
You got you got
I did.
Bootleg International.
I did.
Illegal Kit Kats.
They were not illegal. They were not illegal. But they were good. This was years ago.
That's not illegal. It's not like a Cuban cigar. If it's not illegal, then why don't they have them here?
I don't know. What the hell do you want from me? They have all kinds of products they don't have. You go to there's all brands that are only in certain markets and stuff.
Yeah, I know, it's weird. You hear that with shit with McDonald's all the time. They're like, McDonald's has lo mein in China, and I'm like, we fucking like lo mein here. What's the Throw
Put
that
that
shit
in-
on the menu when you don't have the McRib up there for the month. You know what I'm saying? Give us a
Lo
fucking
mein
lo
at
mein
McDonald's. That's interesting.
month. Give us a lo mein month.
Chop up a McRib, throw it in there.
It's probably what it is. It's
That'd be nice.
probably pretty close to accurate on what
I'm
that
in.
really is.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no, I think pizza is a big thing in China for McDonald's.
Really?
Yeah, I think they have a lot of pizza, and they wouldn't dare do pizza here because they probably get
Yeah,
killed.
that's
Nobody's going to.
Well, you got Pizza Hut and all that stuff. And they're not going to McDonald's for pizza.
No. That I understand, but those
I like.
actually. I was gonna say McDonald's did that. They did do that. They brought some of their international hits because I remember I had the Sunday. It was something in France that cookie that they love in France, like that waffle looking
Oh,
cookie.
the wafer. Yeah.
I forget what they call that, but that was
Yeah.
right. That was good.
I like to see they should bring the stuff what they do in England or London over here to McDonald's, which is the beer. You can get a big
beer at
glass of
McDonald's?
beer, and they have a Royale with cheese too.
A McBeer?
A McBeer.
Do they call it a McBeer? I
No,
feel
I
like
have no idea. I'm
that's-
only basing my knowledge of this on Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
You can get a glass of beer.
Fuck. What was I gonna say? No, they should do that. I was gonna say they did it once with the thing, but that's not adventurous. A waffle cookie and caramel. Like, give us the lo mein. Like, give us the down
Can you
home shit.
imagine? That'd be out of nowhere. It would be great, and everybody like, "What the hell?"
That'd
But
be
it would
awesome.
probably be huge. People
We'd
go
all
nuts
try
for
it at least once, just like the McRib.
Yeah,
We'd
and if
all
everybody tries it, it's a lot of money they're bringing in.
Not a dinero. All right. So here's forewarning. Product testing. Doritos new chips. Get yours. We will be doing it on Friday's episode, Friday, November 12th.
What's today?
Fifth.
5th. 5 plus 7. 12.
Friday, November 12th, you can partake in a product testing with us. We're getting the new Doritos puffy chips, and we're all going to try it together, and we're all going to rate and score it. Details and info at anthonyonair.com.
Are they the 3D chips?
Yes.
It's this?
Yeah, but it's not that flavor. That's not the flavor I have.
All right. So do we need to get the exact same flavor?
Yes.
Is it the, let me see, the spicy ranch?
Spicy ranch. That's it. That's the one.
There you go.
Okay. Wait. Let's cut a promo right now.
They have it at Target. It looks
Okay.
like.
All right. On Friday, November 12th, the episode of the Anthony and I podcast, we are all going to try the brand new Doritos 3D Crunch Spicy Ranch together. This is going to be the first communal product testing between you, myself, Frankie C, and J Sabs. We're all going to try this product together, and we're all going to rate and review it together at the same time. This is available at Target for sure.
Yep, Target.
I think I got mine at a Cumberland gas station.
Okay.
So it's kind of everywhere, but if you can't find it, you can always order it from Target.
Yep.
They'll have it.
$3.99 a bag, it looks like, but yeah, I'm sure they have it in the store, but it's definitely, it looks like it's available online.
Okay. Doritos 3D, what is it? Puffy Crunches, whatever.
3D Crunch Spicy Ranch.
This is a great promo. That one.
That's the one.
3D Crunch Spicy Ranch product testing. You and me, Frankie C, and J Sabs all together. Friday, November 12th. Get your chips ready. Join us. We'll do the product testing together.
Agreed.
Bam. All right, that's it for this episode. It is way past our bedtimes. We'll see you guys on the next one. Friday, the product testing. Thanks so much for all the support. Appreciate it. Don't forget the merch store. Link in the description below. And we'll catch you later.